You have the power to change and improve your circumstances, whether you want to improve your physical health, mental clarity, or emotional well-being. You can and will succeed. Welcome to the Serve, Love, Lift podcast. I'm Tiffany Garvin. Years ago on a quiet beach in Hawaii, I felt the weight of the pain and struggles we all face in this world and how much we need each other. Soon after, this movement was born to serve, love, and lift. I believe that we are meant to serve the world with our unique gifts, love ourselves and others, and lift each other up to live with joy. This podcast is here to help you heal your heart and your life and empower you on your path to becoming the best version of yourself. I invite you to listen carefully and jot down notes that come to mind, whether they come from me or from your own heart. Then, share this episode with 3 people who you feel could use it today. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get going. We all face trials in our lives, and often we're motivated to help others when we discover powerful answers to those problems. That's exactly why I'm here. When I was 22, I became very sick with 3 chronic illnesses. For a moment, I thought my life was over. The pain, fatigue, mental fog, and emotional roller coaster were oppressive. And the loss of my future and my dreams added yet another level of grief. I did have something going for me, though. A deep faith and an inspired message that gave me hope for eventual healing. With that, I began a treasure hunt that would last for the next 18 years and culminate in a miracle. That journey was not an easy one. While I was sick, there were seemingly a million ups and downs with my health and peace and happiness, but I held on to the hope that I would someday overcome it all. Despite the odds and the moments where hope felt too far away, I persevered. My belief that life could get better kept me going. I chose again and again to hold on to hope and stay optimistic. Looking back, I can see the good that has come from it, including the lessons I've learned and who I became because of it. One of those key lessons was I realized that the quality of my life boiled down to my choices. Would I wallow in my weaknesses and misfortunes, or allow them to transform into strengths? Would I let my pain empower me or squash me? I certainly wasn't perfect, but the more I overcame, the more I became. This long, difficult journey has helped me become the person I am today, stronger, more grateful, and more determined to help lift others. Had I succumbed to the prognosis I was given and to the despair that could follow, I believe my outcome would have been very different. In the end, my hope and belief were validated. Not only did I heal, but I was blessed with a knowledge of my remarkable healing work. That miracle was more than 8 years ago. I took what I learned from my 18-year journey and the divinely inspired process that healed me, and I've been helping others overcome their impossible challenges ever since. In just a moment, I'll share with you the first technique I created that helped me heal deeply and begin taking back my life. This is one of the ways that I try to serve, love, and lift the world. Let's take a quick break. One of the powerful things I discovered toward the end of my healing journey was doTERRA essential oils. Right about year 16, my sweet cousin gave me a clinical application of 8 specific essential oils called the AromaTouch technique. It was amazing. She taught it to my husband, and then he gave it to me for the next several weeks. I was blown away by how my laundry list of symptoms began to lessen, and my energy began to increase. I'm forever grateful for that turning point in my healing journey. You can learn more about doTERRA and their world-class products at tiffanygarvin.com/wellness. You'll be glad you did. I'd like to share with you one of the techniques I use that help me heal. I call it the Vibrational Release Technique. It's a simple process where first I identify the issue I want to resolve. With my illnesses, there were a lot of random aches and pains around my body. My head, neck, back, stomach, hips, legs, you get the idea. I would usually just focus on whichever one was the loudest. Second, understanding that emotions can become stuck in us from difficult experiences and tend to surface in uncomfortable ways, I began releasing the emotions contributing to my pain. I would think the word release as I focused my intention to let go of whatever emotions were agitating that part of my body. Third, I would take a deep breath in an effort to help me feel like I was moving the energy to resolve the emotional wound. I'd repeat this a few times until I felt relief. Release and breathe. Release and breathe. Sometimes I would think of numbers coming down a scale from 10 to 0. That often helped me stay focused on where I wanted the pain to go instead of focusing solely on the pain. Once the pain calmed down to 0, I'd move on to the next pain that surfaced. You may be surprised to know that this process would keep me busy for hours. But with every round, I felt more and more relief. This was super motivating as I had been in varying levels of pain for nearly 18 years now, with no real way to ease it. I felt powerless. Emotional healing work changed all of that. If you'd like, let's walk through a challenge you're facing. I'll walk you through the steps. Ready? First, identify the issue you want to solve. Is it a pain or stress or a negative thought you can't shake? Maybe it's a memory that still stings. Next, as you hold this issue in your mind, think release and breathe. Let go of all the tension, worry, or negativity around this issue. Think release again and breathe. Think release one more time and let go of all that's keeping you stuck. And breathe. Last, check in to see how far the intensity has come down. If you got it down to 0, well done, you're a natural. If it's still hanging on, repeat the process. Release and breathe a few more times until it's gone. In the beginning, I simply healed and moved on because there was so much to get through. Now, I take time to listen to any impressions that come with a lesson to teach me. I've recognized how powerful my challenges have been in my life to help me grow and learn things I may not have otherwise. So, I invite you to listen for a moment and write down any thoughts that come to guide, reassure, or motivate you. Practice this simple technique throughout the day, every day, and you'll find greater relief from your issues as well as increasing peace and strength to face new challenges. Share this technique with a friend or loved one. Work together to feel relief and lift each other up, and open your world to new possibilities. You have the power to change and improve your circumstances, whether you want to improve your physical health, mental clarity, or emotional well-being. You can and will succeed. Choose in now and spend the next week practicing this new skill to feel more peace, joy, and confidence. The world needs you to feel free to serve with your beautiful gifts. We need you. Thank you for being with me. Remember to share this episode with 3 people who you feel could use it today. Don't want to wait for next week for new insights and wisdom? Go to www.tiffanygarvin.com/emotional healing for a free guide to help you begin healing the emotional wounds that are holding you back. Again, the link is tiffanygarvin.com/emotional healing. It will be in the show notes as well. I believe in you. See you next week.